Judge less, love more. Humility before correction. True disciples, dear friends, require humility and self-awareness. Being aware of oneself is especially when we look at Christ and love as he loves, and are humble as he is humble, and are able to speak as he speaks. Dear friends, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 6, verses 39 to 42. And one of the highlights is that how can someone with a wooden beam, is like a big log in his own eye, remove the speck, the small splinter in the eye of another? Imagine one big, that I myself have a big log, and I want to remove a small stick in the eye of the other. How can we do that? And what is the lesson, dear friends? The lesson is that before we dare to correct others first, we have to honestly flash into ourselves, to examine ourselves. This is where humility comes from, dear friends. Without humility, correction becomes arrogance. It becomes pride, negative pride. It just breaks. If we correct others without being humble, without being kind, we break others. It becomes arrogancy. It does not bring out that good need it is intended to do, that good thing it is intended to arouse in the lives of the other. Correct with a good intention, in a good way, with good words, in a good approach, at the right time, in the right manner. Say what you want to say with respect. This is it. Humility, dear friends, without humility, without correction without humility becomes arrogancy, whereas correction with humility, it leads to love. That is what really true love is all about. And so we are reminded, dear friends, to look deep into ourselves, to flash into ourselves, to see what is that big thing, what is it that is negative in me, that is bad in me, that is heavy in me, that I would like to remove. And in order that as I remove this big rubbish from my eyes, these big logs from my eyes, I'm able to see clearly the small and big things in others and to help the others. I'm able to see clearly even the mistakes of others, but with the mercy and love, I'm able to help those people and accompany them overcome their mistakes. I can only be able to overcome, to help others overcome their mistakes if I am able to first work on my mistakes, and I'm able to be compassionate, merciful to others if I myself have experienced mercy and have flashed into myself. Dear friends, humanly speaking, it is very much tempting to easily notice people's mistakes, to notice people's limitations without acknowledging our own mistakes, our own limitations. And it feels easier to speak what someone should change in others without looking into myself, without confronting the areas in my own heart, in my own lives, that needs correction, that needs to be put right in me, that need healing and renewal in me. So before I can be able to help others out there, I'm invited to help myself, to flash it myself, to heal my heart, to heal my life, to heal my mind. Many times it's possible that as we stay together, we are wounded in one way or another. In order to heal the others, first of all, we are invited to make a journey in ourselves to see what needs to be healed in my mind, in my heart, in my life, and how much I should heal my heart so that it's full more with humility, with simplicity, with love, so that with that much love in my heart, with that compassion feeling in my heart, I can be able to spread that fire of love and compassion in me to to others, that understanding others. I will only understand others if I understand myself. And if I don't understand myself well, I'm invited to look at the Word of God, to look at Jesus, to see how He forgives even when a lot of people hurt Him, how He loves even when others do not love Him back, how He's kind to others even when others are not kind to Him, how He just welcomes all even when others are rejecting Him. That's how to have a mind and the heart of the Lord. It helps me to be myself. If I'm learning to be myself, let me look at Jesus, and Jesus will tell me how to be myself. So when I pause and reflect, I realize God is calling me first to clear, is calling me first to conversion, to check myself and then after checking myself, and only when I allow myself to be transformed, when I allow God to work through me and reach others, that's when true conversion takes place. That's when I can be able to correct others, because I've first made a journey inside me. Of course, there are many times that even when I'm working on myself, I'm invited to correct someone. I'm invited to correct someone. I don't need to be fully perfect in all 100,000% in order to help others. I need to first of all, yes, that even in my struggles, even when I'm wounded, yes, it is true that I also have to correct others, of course, with respect, in a good way, in the right tone, in the right manner. I have to correct others out of conscience. Yes, as I wait for my healing, I allow the process of healing to take place in me. I also help others to heal, and I allow others also to take time so that they are also healed. Then that's the best way. Humility before correction, dear friends, is appreciating others not as judge but as companion. That's what we are invited to. That we are supposed to be humble, to consider God first, others first, and then we correct in a right way. And be humble, correct in humility, correct with love. That means we appreciate others, and we do not judge them, but we look at them as companion on the journey. Companions, people who eat the bread together, who journey together with others. Like this, dear friends, it's like saying that I am also limited. I'm also working on my weaknesses. I am working on myself. Yes, I'm working on myself, but God is working in me also. So let us walk together. Let us work together. Let us walk the path of life together with whatever life brings. Let's work together. And so it's very easy to say, look at you. You are also living like this. But look, you are telling me this and that. No. Many times when someone tells us something, no matter how he has said it, let's have the courage to accept it as it has come, to flash into ourselves and say, but what has been said, even if it has not been said in the right way, maybe it has not been said with respect, but is it true what is being said? Is it having something to teach me so that I can become a better person, a more peaceful person? If it is, then no matter how it has been said, please accept it. That is it. And so we see here that, yes, I am limited, I'm working on myself, yes, but let us walk together. Let's work together. Allow my correction. So it's about receiving corrections from the others and also giving corrections. And we give and receive corrections not because we are the best, but because we are all working together, walking together. True correction, dear friends, is not about pointing fingers to the other. It's about using the whole hand with all the fingers, lifting up someone who is fallen down, lifting up each other and bringing them closer to Christ, closer to the good news. And the only way our correction will bear fruit is when it flows from the heart, with love, with humility, with kindness, with gentleness, with respect. It requires humility and love before we correct others. Let's love always, and let's be humble, and then we will always correct others with respect. Blessings from Jerusalem, dear friends.